Hello everyone, Prime here, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So today we are doing the second part of the long haul journey, and so we are heading to Lakeview with Sanut still, and I think that's pretty much enough said. We need to get on the road so we make decent time in the day here. But before we do that, if you're not subscribed already, be sure to obviously subscribe, turn on post notifications, like the video, help grow and support the channel, be part of the first 100, I'll call you guys, to sub to the channel. It would be much appreciated. Also, if you want to be kept up to date on all the latest news from the channel and around the simulation world, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Prime Simulation. Okay, enough said. Let's get this puppy started, shall we? Okay. Let's mosey. We're gonna spin around here. I'm not wasting too much time right now. I'm gonna turn off our headlights here. I had them on. Well, I must have turned them on somehow. We're just gonna get going so we don't waste any more time than what we need. And yeah. So how's everyone doing? I'm doing good. This delivery, if you guys didn't see the first episode, go check that out. It'll be in the card, so check that out. This is for the Truck at Home event that they're doing. Although it kind of doesn't appear as an event in game because of the 1.37 beta, it is still being tracked because of the World of Trucks, because you have to do this through the external contracts, and so any of the rewards and stuff will come after 1.37 is officially launched. But other than that, we're just continuing on here. It's almost 10. Well, actually, I guess it's now what, almost like, yeah, it's basically, yeah, it's almost 11 a.m. like I thought. So hopefully we can get to Lakeview before it is too late at night. In the last episode, I started just at midnight and drove to here. We are going to have to rest in about 3 hours in-game time. So I'm thinking that's going to be around Reno, or I guess it will probably be closer, but I think I'll try and push that envelope a little bit because there's enough towns and rest points in that kind of time frame. We should make it no problem if we can kind of get it closer to the not much time left. The last thing I want though is to start getting fines for not resting, because that's happened in a few episodes already, or at least one definitely, and got my fair share there, and I really don't want that to happen again. And I think I have determined that it kind of caps you at 65 miles an hour when you do deliveries in the external market. I don't know why, or at least because it's technically in an event but it's not showing it. I don't know how, but because I can't get this thing unless to go over 65 unless if I'm going downhill. But acceleration wise it won't pick up any more speed, so we're limited to this, so it's okay though. It's about as fast as I'd go anyways, considering I have to abide the speed limits. Like, it's down to 50 here, so anyways, it should be fine. Now down to 30. Get some engine brake in, shall we? Lovely. I love it. I love it. It still wants me to slow down more, don't blame it. I'm still going a little fast. There we go. Hello, cop. Sitting on the side. So this two-part journey thing is kind of a new one for me. Let me know how you guys, what you guys have thought about this whole thing of doing like almost like a two-part series. And that guy hitting me doesn't have anything on. Oh, my guy's yawning already, so we're gonna have to rest somewhere. Actually, how much time? So it's around, normally, yeah, around the 2 hour mark is when it starts yawning. And so if I look on the map here, that's the horn. That's not the right button. Well, we'll be able to go through Tonif, which was my first kind of option. So yeah, Carson City, I think. Well, I think we'll kind of rest up in here. We'll either choose that one or we'll be at the gas station there. We'll choose which one we rest at, and then we'll continue on. I'm hoping I can, like, my hope is that we can get this journey in one episode lengths. That's why my intro wasn't very long, but we'll obviously see how that one goes. The reason why I just don't want it overly long is, one, just because it's overly long and I don't want to bore you guys, but I know that's also what you guys like to see, is just the kind of raw, unedited, well, unedited to a certain degree, obviously, footage. But and then also, well, I guess the main reason is actually the length of time it takes to upload the sucker. It would take what would feel like a year to upload that a video of that length, of 2 far lengths. I think that was just a loan installment. Oh yeah, because it's noon, so at 12 p.m. or noon, it always does the loan installment, so that has just gone out. I was kind of getting afraid there for a second because I heard the yawn and the loan thing go out at the same time. So that was a little scary for me, because I was getting concerned that they had fined me, but nothing popped up, so I was getting a little confused for a second. You know, like those little just quick mental thoughts of like, oh no, what has just happened? That's exactly what just went through my mind. But other than that, everything's going well here. I hope everyone's staying healthy and practicing some social distancing as much as they can, or as much as you guys can if you guys have to go out. Remember, it's not always about you, it's about other people as well, so just be courteous of that. I have seen that a lot of people, at least in my area, have been taking it more seriously, which is always nice to see, but obviously there are still quite a few people who maybe don't realize the severity that it could be, and aren't really following the whole slowing down process, or just kind of the guard process of it all. So, and we're trying to protect each other, so that's the whole goal here. But it's okay. We're coming into Tonif here. This was where we were going to have the original. Oh wow, it only goes down to 25 here. Wow, that's slow. This is where I was planning on doing the original kind of stop for the trip, or the midway point was going to be Tonif, but couldn't make it in the last episode, not quite. Probably could have pushed it a little bit, but it wouldn't have really mattered. One episode was going to be longer than the other anyway, so I wasn't going to help that. So I want to get around this guy because they're going a lot slower than they need to. I could probably squeak about 30 in through downtown here. I just try not to get fined, but that's always more of a challenge than not. So I would like you guys to know that I am seriously considering a graphics card. I'm just not sure if I should spend the money on it right now, but I am hoping that we can do that. But like I said in the last episode, if you get to check it out, I said that at 100 subs, if you guys can get me to 100 subs, at 100 subs I will do a 100 sub. How many times can I say 100 sub in a sentence, huh? I will do a 100 sub special where I will do a different game. Hopefully that game, well, right now that different game, which would be a racing game, because that's also what I love to do. I like sim racing and stuff like that. Hopefully by the 100 sub mark I would have that graphics card. I am so thinking of. Now, if as I get closer up to that mark, I would probably consider it, or if I just feel like it would help maybe the situation here even more, I could stomach it, I would do it. But yeah, we'll see, shall we? Let's just say that we will see. So if you guys want to see videos that aren't so laggy, which I want to see anyways, but if you, well, we're turning left here, hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes. Am I gonna make it? I'm gonna have to do this really late, kind of little jank, but we're gonna do it anyways, because I didn't want to flip. Yeah, it works. Maybe not textbook, but it works. If you guys want to see that, be sure to subscribe if you guys aren't already. I do get annoyed at myself for the amount of times I like every video saying if you like, if you like the video, subscribe, this and that. But I'm a starting off YouTuber, don't have a whole lot here to play with computer wise, and I just want to know that people want to be along for the journey and I'm not just wasting time on this for no apparent reason. So, but besides that, oh yes, I'm getting tired. We'll focus back on the game here instead of my sob YouTube life, sob story YouTube life. So I'm getting tired. How much is, like, oh, like 30 minutes getting tired. Okay, so we are going to stop at this corner here, and then from there it may be a three-parter. It may be a three-parter series. I think we may end up getting the Reno, and then, or not even Reno. Yeah, we'll get the Reno, because that's a long enough haul up the side there. I think we'll do that, because then last one could be a little bit longer. Well, it won't be a longer, but you know what I mean. So I keep dragging this out, but I'm just trying to figure out really, because I know how long it takes for me to upload, and that's the biggest issue. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a longer episode. It's just I don't want my computer to be on for like 3 days straight while it's uploading, because yes, my download speeds are perfectly fine. Don't have an issue with that. Upload speeds, couldn't do it. Like, it just, like, it's less than 1 meg per second. Like, it's bad. Now I know some of you may have even worse, and you guys probably understand my pain in this. But oh, and I'm gonna need to refuel as well. I just noticed that. So anyways, a video takes quite a long time to upload because I have to record in 720p. I then use a slightly higher bitrate than normal to compensate for the lack of initial quality, and or compensate a little bit, although it helps to a certain degree. I mean, actually substantially, compared to, well, that bus scared me for a little bit. It does help substantially, but it creates the file size a lot bigger. So my hope is if I were to get a new graphics card, I could then run I could run American Truckin' in 1080, and then, but I'm gonna refuel here. Can I get in here? And we're gonna have to swing wide. Can I get back here? Am I gonna hit? No, I'm not gonna hit. Ooh, nice. We're gonna come in here. Sweet. We're gonna turn this off. So anyways, my hope is that I could run in 1080 and not have the bit rate so incredibly high, so then the files wouldn't be they'd be more consistent, but yet they'd be kind of the same size of what I do right now, but it'd be in better quality anyways. So that is my hope. And what are the odds that I can actually get out of here without, because I'm pretty tight on that side. Get as close over there as I can. Oh, just barely. Just barely. And then we're gonna rest up here. We're just gonna go straight out here. No waiting here. So we're gonna do just a quick, like an insta or right left here. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Because we're getting out of the way anyways. Gonna head in here. Spin around. Oh, we can go anywhere here. We're gonna be that kind of guy who just kind of parks. No sleeping violation. You serious? I'm parked here. Okay, we're doing this quick. My word. Wow, rained. This is probably the first time. Oh, thunder. Thunder. That's probably the first time so far that I've actually oh, wrong button. I'm just hitting every wrong button here. Let's go back to inside. Let's change that. Where's my speed thing? There we go. Let's get the windshield wipers going. I love the sounds with the F mod here. Sounds really good actually. The rain, I haven't actually had too much to experience with that one yet. I'm going to turn up the speed just a little bit because the more we get going here. Whoa. Lightning. So this may hamper our speed of the journey a little bit. Considering it is like pitch black out. There we go. Thank you, truck. Listen to it hit the cab. That is amazing stuff. That is some amazing stuff. That is what I like to hear. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, lots of lightning. This is cool. Now I wish I was running this in 1080, but you know, what can you do? Get the high beams on again. So we're back into night driving. Well, there we go. Yeah. Just yeah. We're back into night driving again. Kinda like the first episode, but except we're dealing with rain, so it is a fun one for sure. We're doing 55-ish, or am I doing more? No, that's 60. I want 55. I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't think I was thinking. I think that was the problem. Oh, it's the lightning and the lighting is so cool because like it's a big storm if it lights everything up that much. My word. And I just left my high beams on for that guy. Oops. Whatever. We're gonna turn them off because we're coming up on the guy. Even though the trailer's on, we don't want to blind them. So weird because it's like I'm kind of like out driving my headlights a little bit here. Oh, there we go. The flash of lightning gives me the light I can see. Let's just do a quick thing here. If I were to turn off all my lights, oh man, that's scary. That's scary. Just that split second of turning off the lights, it's like I can't see a thing. That is scary. So yeah, we this I think will end up being a well, I don't know. I want to say it's going to be a 3. We're coming up into Carson City. Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to just do the third part, the 3-parter, and have the final one a shorter. Well, possibly shorter, because I know something's bound. Oh, the rain's starting to slow down, so I'm going to turn down the wipers a little bit. I know something's bound to happen at some point. So I think I'd rather split it up into 3 so I don't have like a crazy long episode at some point. But at least the rain stopped, or almost stopped. It's still, I think, sprinkling a little bit. We'll just kind of turn. Maybe I'll leave it on the intermittent here. Let it finish off. So yeah, let's actually look. So if we're going up into Reno, where in Reno should we stop this journey? Guess we could go up and discover the dealership, or we just go over to the right here. I think because we have to try and get back out of there then afterwards. So I think I'll just come up into here, and yeah, we can just zip up and around and stuff like that. So we'll do that. That way there's more room in the final episode for if something happens on that final leg. And I think because it's not highway, the final stage of this journey, it will be slower anyway, so I think I won't regret doing the extra time, as I really have to put on the brakes here, my word. They're not moving very fast, so I think it's maybe a good thing we're stopping in Reno. Probably won't feel like in this episode we make too much ground. In the last episode we made a lot of ground, but we did a lot of highway stuff, so we were moving fast. We're not moving very fast right now, so that would explain it. So, yeah. Oh well. Look at this queue of traffic. Well, I say queue, it's one truck and then I guess it's a bus? Tour van? Bus, maybe? Yeah, I guess it's a bus. So I'm kind of riding the curb there with a rumble strip. And then another truck and then me. So yeah, I guess it's a good thing we're going to Reno, because it would be a long episode if we wanted to go to Lakeview from here, which is our final destination for all these nuts. I guess it's a sliding tarp. Yeah, it's a sliding tarp, of course, of nuts. I guess I kind of determined that in the last episode. I was gonna say the final episode. Better not determine it in the final episode. Whatever. I say whatever a lot. I think that's just because in these journeys, it's like, especially in a situation like this where I'm stuck behind traffic like this, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? And because people, I know, like, let me know, guys. Like, if you guys want to see more of like a time-lapse thing in certain sections of videos, let me know, because I want to make the viewing experience more pleasant for you guys, besides you guys listening to me ramble for 20 minutes or more. But if you guys, because I know a lot of people in the YouTube, the American Truck Simulator community, they like seeing the kind of unedited per se journeys where you can just, and it's almost like a Q&A session, except I don't have any questions really about anything. So I mean, if you want to leave a question in the video, feel free, and give me something to talk about besides just trying to come up with random things. Makes my life a lot easier when it comes to that kind of stuff, so I would appreciate that, and I'll write them down and choose some stuff to talk about. Looks like we're coming up into Carson City here. Seems like it. Oh yes, we are, because we're going up and around. We're going to do the bypass route, which makes sense. I do not want to deal with going down. I remember when they didn't have this bypass highway, like the highway just would continue, like it didn't ever just curve around like it. It always just, it cut, you had to go through the downtown part of Carson City. I remember that part. Or I remember that time. It was a fun time. Whoa. That truck just stopped. Gee, man. He just stopped. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get going here, and then Reno's coming up, but we're just gonna kind of drift into this lane here. And see how our truck accelerates, kind of going up an incline here. It seems like it's handling it fine. Seems to be. Seems to be. I don't mind the night driving. It changes it up a bit. I mean, obviously you can't see as much, and oh, finally discovered Carson City, although we're driving away from it. Whatever. However that happens. I guess we're kind of going around the outside of it. You probably can see it from up here, can you? Kind of, not really? Okay, I thought so. Yeah, it's just something different. I understand that it's harder to see on like what we're doing and stuff. I get that, and I completely agree. Um, I'm normally not a huge fan of night driving in this, just because you can't see all the scenery. Um, but I mean, it's just the way that these longer journeys are going to work. I can't really set it up where it's daytime when I'm doing these longer journeys, especially for realism's sake. So we're just gonna deal with it and move on here. Move on with life. I love this truck though. Sounds really good with the new F mod, and it handles really nice because it's nice. It's got a short wheelbase, so like the rotation is pretty good on it. So yeah, I'm happy. But yeah, like I was saying, I remember when this part where I just drove on didn't actually exist in the regular map. It just ended and you had to go downtown Carson City, which wasn't a big issue. It just wasn't as efficient if you're trying to bypass it and go around. So it's nice that they finally added in the fact that you could just go around it, which is nice. And so it looks like we're exiting when we go into Reno here, so we're gonna come up into this one here. Yeah, it said a mile left. I just got the end of the sign, and as this guy's speeding up, we're gonna be, or not. Maybe not. We're not getting off here. Never mind. I'm gonna come back. Oh, that's Eli. Ah, Ellie. Is he Eli or Ellie? I can never tell. I think it's Eli. I'd like to say it. I don't know. But it's okay. It is okay. But anyways, my hope is eventually to, I mean, as long as I see support and stuff on the channel, my hope is to get a graphics card that can then improve the performance. And who knows, that actually will probably, saying that will probably improve the following on the channel as well if people aren't seeing laggy trucking videos. Because it's 2020, who wants to watch a laggy video? I do not blame you guys for not wanting to. Maybe say subscribe to my channel because I'm not producing high quality content. It's not that I don't want to, and I'm trying to get as best quality as I can. It's just I'm limited, so I'm hoping a new graphics card would do it. But my system, like I've said in multiple episodes, is very lacking, and I don't have a whole lot of upgrade options without completely like changing multiple big components on it. So I basically have to make do and put in a card that's kind of plug and play with the specs and that I can actually handle. So I'm hoping, I have an eye on one card. I'm pretty certain I'm going to do it. I just don't know when. And I don't know how long it would take to come in because of the whole shipping stuff that's happening right now, and how busy all the couriers are right now during this time. And they're focusing on the more high priority stuff instead of my things that order for a video game. So I don't know. It'll all work itself out. We gotta be getting close now to Reno. Sign said we were getting pretty close. I think it's just up and around the corner here a little bit. So that's good. Looks like we're getting very close. I can kind of see some more city lights happening here. Oh, Reno discovered. So we are coming up into Reno then, obviously. Which is good. So we are exiting here, so I'm going to just drift over here. I think we're going down, so I'm going to start braking. Yeah, it goes down here. Just let us slow down early. We're going to be in the left side here. There. Kind of just a quick in and out here of Reno. Be able to stop, rest, and then start another one. Nice, green light. That is nice. Don't like it when I get the yellows and stuff late, because I'm always afraid I'm gonna get fined. Whoa, hard on the brakes. Good, green light. Must be living right. Keep getting the green lights. Oh boy, my jokes aren't very good. I'm sorry. Whatever, it's okay. I'll try and make people laugh somehow. Maybe my redundant jokes will make people laugh more than, or my really bad, like my bad jokes will make people laugh more than if I actually made a good joke. 'Cause humiliating myself is probably the best way to do so. So we're turned into a Peterbilt dealer with a Kenworth. A little funny, but we're gonna just kind of use their resting spot. Hopefully they don't mind. Probably wouldn't like looking out of their service center entrance having a Kenworth truck. I don't know, I don't know what they'd do. Anyways, I don't need the rest, but that has been the second leg of this journey, and I will see you in the next one for the next leg. Bye for now.